Today we're going to show you a couple tips that'll make using hay nets a lot easier. Okay, so we use hay nets not all the time, but quite a bit, especially when we're on the road. Come to a stall, it doesn't have a feeder in it. You want to put some hay in there. Maybe you're traveling with your horse in the trailer and you want to use a hay net to keep it from falling on the ground and wasting a lot of it. So these are a couple different hay nets. This is a slow feed one. It's got the smaller squares. This is more of the bigger square one where they can really reach in and get a big bite and pull it out, easier to feed. So those are the kind of the two basic kinds of hay nets. Now one of the things with hay nets is it's hard to load them. You know, they kind of want to be small, and so you have to stretch them out and put the hay in there, and unless you have four hands, they're kind of a pain. So we've got a couple little things we're going to show you today on how to make filling them a little bit easier. The first one is this piece of plastic. I just took this RFP panel, I just took it, spin it around and secured it with a little string on one end. And how that works, you just leave that right there. You take your hay net and you stretch it out. You stick it over the top of this. Just like that. Okay, now once you got that done, flip it over. I've got a couple little tabs there you can just hang the strings on. Now it's ready and you can put your hay in there. Once you get your hay all the way in there and you can stuff it as much as you want, you're just going to pull this tube out, and then the hay will be in there because it doesn't have a bottom in it. You can just, and then your hay net will be full. So that's one way. Works pretty good. Now there's another way that you may use something you already have around town. That's a muck tub, or this is a lick tub. You can use maybe a bottom of a trash can or whatever you have laying around handy. And I like it because it doesn't get any of the little leaves and stuff on the ground, especially if you're using alfalfa or small grass. It doesn't leave any debris really. So what you do is you're going to take this thing, you're going to stretch it out like this. You're going to stick it over the top of your lick tub, just like that. That keeps it open so that you can fill it full of hay. Now you can just put one serving, whatever your horse is using for that morning or that afternoon or whatever. You can put 1 or 2 flakes in it, or you can put as much as you want to fill it in there. So I'm going to put kind of a normal serving for our horses, which is a couple flakes. And then like that, you got a little bit more room if you wanted to overfill them. All you got to do is take this out, pull this up, you're ready to go. Now another little tip that show you what we do is we put a little clip on it so we can fasten it either to itself or we could tie it. And then I put a little, either a ring or a chain link or something on the end. And the reason I do that is I don't want this hay net hanging down in the stall. And so what normally we'll do is we'll find a spot where we're going to put it. We'll toss it over the top, put it in the stall for them, and I'll do it on this side just so you can see. Then I can take this and clip it right to that ring. Keeps it kind of up out of the way. Doesn't get down where they can get a foot caught in it or get tangled in it. So just a nice little way to keep it up out of the way. Hope these tips help you. Take care.